Just got a little bit of bait coming through here at the moment, and even though we're concentrating on the boat holes, if you can find areas where there's patches of bait, of course the bream are going to live in the shadow underneath the boat and then come out and attack the bait. So make sure you keep an eye on your sounder. The other thing too, it tells you exactly what the water depth is, so you know what your sink rate is. If you're not in water that's very clear, you're always going to rely on that. So we're at the moment, we're in 3.5 metres of water. Before we're in 10 metres of water, so you can let that soft plastic sink down a bit further. So make sure you keep an eye on your sounder and work that in conjunction with your eyesight and where you're going to cast, and that'll certainly make things a lot easier. Yeah, got him. Oh.
Got him, buddy.
Yeah, it's a good fish, this one. Go, you good thing.
Mickey.
Oh.
What is he, man?
Feels a bit
like big bream, whatever it is, bud.
It's a bream, it's a big one.
Yep.
Maybe
get you clear here.
Yeah, I know you're busy, mate.
I'm a little busy, mate.
Ross has handed me the net and thrown out because there's a couple of other bream came up. And is that any good, that one, mate?
Mate, look, he's good. He's not as good as yours.
Oh, right.
But he's all right.
You can net your own fish.
Thanks, mate.
Wow, I'll just turn him around so you can see that crabby in his mouth. Beautiful. Oh, nice. There's nothing wrong with that one.
He's all right, mate.
He's a
good
bit more
fish.
silver. Pull him up. Yeah, that's a cracker. Look at those crabbies. Those little crabbies hanging out of their mouths. Look at that. There's a pair of good ones, mate. I think I might have just dusted you with that one.
I think you did, buddy. He's
Only
every
just.
bit of 700 grams, that fish.
No, it's a nice one. Hey, listen, champion, thank you very much. I'm sure everybody at home's learnt a little bit about catching bream on soft plastics. There's a lot more to go, and I'm sure we'll catch up again soon.
Look at that.
Wow, there's some serious action going on there. It's a pretty exciting form of fishing anytime you're chasing fast-moving pelagic fish. So we've got mac tuna, there's yellowfin tuna and mackerel mixed in with them, and they move so quick, don't they? They're chasing that bait. I've been watching the sounder here, and actually you can see above where we've just been catching fish, they've actually sounded down deep. So all these marks here, these big arches, are all the mackerel and yellowfin and the tuna have moved down, but they'll pop up again, and what you've got to do is be ready. Jace has been steering us around a little bit, so on the job, and just make sure everyone's holding on. Like, safety is such a big thing when you're out and about in the boat. We're on, bud. Oh, smoked up, mate, on the light tackle. Oh, yeah, triple hook up. Go, Barney. Nice to tuna. Oh, listen to that. Look at that go. Oh, just hit another gear. Oh, light tackle.
This light tackle.
We had a great session today. Micro jigging and fantastic yellowfin tuna and some big Spanish mackerel. And it was just sensational. And some of the fish we caught there were brilliant. It's a beautiful afternoon. We were going to head back and we thought, you know what, there's fish busting up. And being a fisherman, I know all you fishermen out there watching will say, Guesty, you're mad, you can't leave. Oh, stay for some of this action. I've got to tell you, it's fantastic.
A bit of colour here. There's a bit of colour. Yes.
Let's see. Oh, big mac tuna.
Look at you.
Oh, what a lump. Mate, that is one weapon of a mac tuna. Oh, thought it might have been a yellowfin or a long tail, but that is a big mac tuna. And to see that explosion on the surface, come and see a fish like that eat the lure is just brilliant. Look at him, he's
That's a chunk, isn't it? Oh, look at that. Yes!
Oh, that's a lump, isn't it? That is the biggest mac tuna I've seen in a long time.
Oh, Guesty.
Oh, no, brother. That's a cracker.
And you got a Spanish on.
But how good, and I'm not telling you what I got over, we'll see that in a minute. I think it's a Spanish mackerel. But how good is it to see that surface lure skipping? There's all that action, to see that surface lure skipping and just that explosion. Hold it up, Barney. Show everyone what that thing looks like. What a lump. Oh, just in the, that's it.
Oh, look at that, even got out.
Hold that up. That is a big mac tuna. If you have a look at the width of it through there, wow, it'd have to be 8 kilos, I reckon. It's a big mac tuna.
That's a cracker.
Wow, well done, mate.
Whew. Bit of exercise for the afternoon.
And it's all about that technique. Big, long cast, hit the water, and action. You want that reaction bite. Skip, 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 boof, away you go. Get him in, mate, because I've got one to land over here.
All right. Oh, yeah. Mackerel on the surface. Not
Oh, how
many
good
people
was
can
that?
say they can do that. Oh, yeah. Hello.
Oh, how good does that
How are you?
afternoon light look on that mackerel? Little Spanish mackerel. Of course, there's different varieties or different breeds of mackerel. Spanish, spotted, grey mackerel, broad bar, and this is a Spanish or a narrow barred mackerel, and you can see those narrow bars running up and down the side. If you're going to eat a Spanish mackerel, probably the perfect size, I've got to tell you. Beautiful little one like that. Don't forget they do carry ciguatera poisoning if they're anything over. Well, you can eat them bigger, but really, as a rule, 10 kilos is the size that you want to work in. I'll tell you what I will do. If you grab a bit of that heavy leader there for me, I'll show you something. They are such a dangerous, dangerous fish. Spanish mackerel do have the sharpest teeth in the business. Now, what's this? I don't know if you can see it on. I'll keep my hands right away. So I'll put that on his teeth there and just let him bite down. Look at that. It actually took more than I thought because it's pretty heavy leader. That's 60-pound leader. And look at that, and they just shear off. Now look at those teeth. They are the sharpest teeth in the business. There's no doubt in the world. And be very, very careful with those teeth. Imagine being a little bait fish, and I'll put my fingers too close there, a little bait fish swimming along and having that thing, eyes wide open, coming at you and feeding. They're just incredible fish, the mighty Spanish mackerel. All right, let's get the lure out. We'll go and find the bust up. Looks like it's still going on out in front, and the birds are a very good indicator of that. Follow the birds, keep an eye on your electronics, and we'll show you how to work that in a minute, but that's the go. All right, mate.
Oh, yes, he's all over it. Oh. Come on, yes. Oh, yes. Oh,
Mad.
you want mad?
Oh, they're on mine.
Oh,
Oh!
oh, God.
Oh!
Yes, 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 yes.
Oh, another beautiful big mac tuna. Oh wow, that was mad bite. That was crazy, and you can see why it's so exciting when you see that sort of action coming straight at you. Right, buddy, off you go.
See you, mate.
I hope it slows down soon. Hey, what size line you fellas use? Come on, baby. Well done, mate. How don't they go?
Do they what?
Do they what? He's just smashed that surface lure. What a cracker. Tuna and mackerel, all on these stick baits, the night one. Right, just about. There we go, pull that out. He's a beauty, what an absolute cracker. Well, do yourself a favour, get some of these things. They're unbelievable. Get those stick baits bouncing across the top. Find a bit of action like this. Some real action, I've got to tell you. You're going to enjoy it. There's Jace, Barney and Guesty. I hope you've enjoyed the show. We'll catch you next time.